Hello everyone. Today I am starting chapter Introduction to Polymer Chemistry, and in this video I'll be talking about polymers and its classification. Polymers Polymers are the chemical compounds which are studying in the branch polymer chemistry, and polymer chemistry emerged as a separate branch of chemistry during the last several decades due to the voluminous knowledge built up in this field and ever increasing application in uh, everyday life, and polymers are becoming the irreplaceable part of our daily life. Chemically, polymers are complex giant macromolecules made from the repeating units which are derived from the small molecules called monomers. The term polymer originates from the Greek word which is called as poly, and the term poly means many. Mer means the small units, or you can say the small units when they are repeatedly connecting to each other to give you a giant kind of molecule having very high molecular mass is called polymer. There are so many polymers which are known as inorganic or inorganic polymers. Here we are going to talk about organic polymers, their preparation and their application. Now, classification of polymers. Polymers are classified on the basis of four different things, and the first base is the classification of polymer on the basis of the origin of their source. Second, classification on the basis of their structure. Third, on the basis of the molecular forces, and the fourth on the basis of their mode of polymerization. Number 1, classification, which is based on the source or origin. Polymers are divided into three categories on the basis of the source or on the basis of their origin. Number 1 is natural, second is synthetic, and third is semi-synthetic. Natural polymers are the polymers which used to obtained naturally. It could be obtained from plants or it could be obtained from animals. So plant polymers are like cotton or linen, and animal polymers are like wool or silk. Plant polymers are obtained from the plants, and animals are obtained from the animals. Synthetic polymers are the polymers which are man-made polymers, and these polymers are artificially prepared by man by the uh, polymerization of one monomer or copolymerization of two or more monomers. Nylon, terylene, neoprene are some example of synthetic polymers, and the last category is semi-synthetic polymer, where we will see these are the derived from natural polymers. These are also called regenerated fibers. Cellulose derivatives such as cellulose acetate rayon, cellulose nitrate, viscous rayon, cuprammonium rayon are few examples of this category. Now, another type of classification, and the classification of polymers on the basis of structure. Depending upon the monomers are linked together, the chain configuration, polymers are classified into three categories. Number 1 is linear or chain polymers, number 2 is branched, and number 3 is cross-linked polymers. Linked or straight polymers, where the monomers are joined together in a linear arrangement, giving rise to the polymer in a straight chain. For example, PVC. Branched chain polymers are the polymers where the second most arrangement is that of branched chain. The monomer having three functional group or already having side chain give rise to such branched chain polymers, for example LDP or low density polythene. Cross-linked are the third type of arrangement, and it is said to be cross-linked or network polymer, where cross-links are produced between the linear chains, and cross-linking results from the polyfunctional monomers like bakelite and melamine. Now, classification of polymers on the basis of the mode of polymerization. Polymerization is the fundamental process by which low molecular mass compounds are converted into high molecular mass compound by linking together of repeating units with covalent bond. And we can state it like low molecular mass material will be taken under high temperature and pressure, or in the presence of catalyst it will be turning up into high molecular mass material, which is called as polymer. There are three modes of polymerization. Number one is additional or addition polymerization or chain growth. Second is condensation polymerization or step growth, and third is ring opening polymerization. Now, addition polymerization. It is the process of formation of polymers by addition of monomer without loss of the small molecules. The compounds which are having double bond, they used to undergo the addition polymers, and it is the polymerization where you will see the compound generally having double bond, like vinyl chloride is undergoing polymerization to give you PVC or polyvinyl chloride, or acrylonitrile is undergoing polymerization to give you polyacrylonitrile. Polymerization, or you can say addition polymerization, used to follow free radical mechanism, and the repeating units of addition polymer has the same elemental composition as that of original monomer. It is a chain reaction and it used to involve the three distinct steps. Number one is chain initiation, second is chain propagation, and third is chain termination. Now, chain initiation. Let's take one example, and I am taking here example vinyl monomer, how it is undergoing polymerization to give you a polymer. Number one step is chain initiation. In chain initiation step, it is initiated by free radical, and the catalysts such as benzoyl peroxide or acetyl peroxide or tertiary butyl peroxide can be used to produce free radical. In this way, the bond between oxygen will be broken down by homolysis to generate free radical, and by the elimination of carbon dioxide we will get methyl radical or any alkyl radical here. Let's say this methyl, instead of methyl radical, R is forming, which is referring to alkyl group. Now this methyl radical will be attached to the monomer to give the new free radical. Now the step 2 is chain propagation. Chain propagation, in this step, the new radical formed in the initiation step reacts with another molecule of vinyl monomer, forming another still bigger size radical, which in turn reacts with another monomer molecule. The repetition of this sequence takes place very rapidly, and that is why this step is called as chain propagation step. See, a very big molecule is formed and it is still free radical. And the last is chain termination. Ultimately, at some stage, termination of the growing chain will take place. It may occur by several processes. One mode of termination is by combination of two growing chain of radicals. So, these two chain will be combining to give you polymer, and you will get at the end a polymer from the monomer. Now, condensation polymer. Condensation polymer, for example, the formation of tellurene, a polyester polymer from ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. In this reaction, alcoholic group, OH group of ethylene glycol condenses with carboxylic group of terephthalic acid, and they will eliminate one water molecule, as you are seeing in the reaction, to give you a molecule having ester linkage. And the process of formation of polymer from polyfunctional monomer with the elimination of small molecule like water, HCl, methanol, ammonia are called condensation polymerization reactions. In this step, polymerization, the chain growth occurs by series of condensation step. That is why it is called as step growth polymerization. Now, ring opening polymerization. Cyclic compounds like lactams, cyclic ethers, lactones, etc. polymerizes with the help of ring opening polymerization. For example, polymerization of E-caprolactam is, or you can say sigma caprolactam is, with this method the cyclic compound would be taken and the bond between NH and CO would be broken to give you a compound which is open chain and it is a polymer. Elemental composition of the repeating unit in the polymer resulting the ring opening polymerization is the same as that of monomer. As in case of addition polymerization, addition polymerization are often very rapid, but ring opening polymerization proceed by addition of single monomer unit to the growing chain molecules. In this sense, ring opening polymerization is a step growth polymerization similar to condensation polymerization. Now, on the basis of intermolecular forces. On the basis of intermolecular forces, the first category is elastomers. Elastomers, the elasticity is the property which used to exhibited by such polymers, and the elastic polymers have weak van der Waals type of intermolecular forces which permit them to be get stressed. A few cross link between the chain help them to get stretched, and on releasing them they will come to their original uh, size or shape. For example, vulcanized rubber, Buna S, Buna N. Next is fiber. Polymeric solids which form threads are called fibers. The fiber possess high tensile strength, which is the property of having a resistance to get broken down. To be broken down, this characteristic is due to the strong intermolecular forces like hydrogen bonding or strong dipole forces. For example, nylon or polyamides. Third category is thermoplastic polymers. Plasticity is the property of being easily shaped or molded. Thermoplastic polymers are capable of repeating softening or heating and hardening on cooling. These polymers possess moderately strong intermolecular forces that are intermediate between elastomers and fibers. Example, polythene, polystyrene or polyvinyls also. Next is thermosetting polymers. Thermosetting polymers are the polymers which are rigid polymers. During their formation, they have property of being shaped on heating, but they get hardened very while hot. Once hardened, these become infusible, cannot be softened easily on heating, therefore cannot be remolded. This characteristic is the result of extensive cross-link by covalent bond formed into the molds during hardening or setting of the polymer during the process when they are hot already. Example, bakelite or urea formaldehyde resin. And the last classification on the basis of the type of monomer. Number one category is homopolymers. The polymers which are having one type of repeating unit or one type of monomer is called as homopolymer. Example, nylon 6, polythene, and the copolymers. The polymers which are having two or more types of repeating units are called copolymers. They are formed by the polymerization of two or more different types of monomers, presence of each other, and the different monomers units are randomly sequenced in comonomer like Buna S and Buna N. Thank you.